Beta test giving friends and amen, brother. Capcom has some huge Street Fighter releases today, and Burn the Rope Worlds burns up the charts today on AppJudgment. This episode of AppJudgment is brought to you by Audible. Welcome to AppJudgment, your source for mobile application news and reviews. I'm Jackie Talbot.
And I'm Mauricio Balvanera, and you are playing a new game.
I'm playing this game's called Burn the Rope Worlds.
That's hot.
Smokin'. Ooh! It's actually really fun, though. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, it's the sequel to the original, and lots of new things in it.
Cool. All right. Well, we're going to dive into that in a moment, but first let's run through some of the top mobile app news you clicked on over at twitter.com/appjudgment. First up, Amen, the social props giving app is getting ready for the App Store, and you can help them beta test. Just aim your browser to getamen.com on your iPhone to install the app.
That's Get Amen.
Yeah, not Get a Man.
So this is an interesting idea. It's a bunch of, just things you think, and then people can either amen or...
You just blurt it out to the world.
Yeah.
I think so-and-so is awesome. Like Demi Moore, someone said Demi Moore is the best actor ever.
Best actor ever.
But basically, I'm kind of iffy on this idea. I'm sure you're going to get really good statistics once enough people vote on things.
Right, and start using it. And,
with most applications, it needs that critical mass to be useful. But the most interesting thing about this app is you go to this website and you just download it. And I think this is really cool for one major reason. So we just destroyed turntable.fm, which came out the other day.
Right.
They've gotten a lot of one-star reviews. They've gotten mostly good reviews. But by doing this, they're kind of bypassing the App Store and letting people sort of beta test and get all the kinks out first.
Which is great, but what? Like it doesn't make sense. It's really interesting.
I'm not sure how it works. If you guys are developers, let us know how it works. I've used TestFlight to install beta copies of applications, but this is the first time I've actually used the web browser.
Yeah,
so
it seems interesting.
No UDID or anything.
Wow.
So, cool.
Yeah. Capcom today announced the addition of 2 more characters, Fei Long and Yoon, to take part in a battle on Street Fighter 4 Volt. Capcom also released Arcade Classics Final Fight and Street Fighter 2 Collection, which includes Street Fighter 2 The World Warrior, Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition, and Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting.
Wow.
That's a lot of Street Fighter, man. They did not quit.
Way to go, Capcom.
Yeah.
That's
You've
cool.
been into it's not the original Street Fighter. It came in between the first and the second.
Right.
Yeah.
So Final Fight.
Right.
So Street Fighter came out first, and then they released Final Fight, and they renamed it Final Fight because it turned into a side scroller.
Yeah, I guess you can have 3 characters that you can choose from, but it's not like the verses.
Right. There's Guy, Cody, and Hagar, I think it is.
Yeah.
Anyways, love the game. It was one of my favorite arcade games ever. So I'm super excited about this.
That's all he's doing.
Lots of Street Fighter releases today.
Yeah, that's exciting.
If you guys are fans, check it out. Running quickly through some of the most noteworthy app news since last we saw you guys. Songza allows you to stream pre-made playlists to your iOS and Android devices. Flight Card is a simple flight tracking application for iOS. Search your flight by flight number or by route, track it, and share it. Manila, released today for Android, offers you one central and secure place to stay on top of your bills, finances, travel reward programs, and subscriptions. It automatically retrieves and files your bills and statements and sends you helpful reminders so you'll never miss a payment or lose valuable coupons or points.
Super helpful.
Yeah. Android is.
Yeah. And Trip Color for iOS allows you to showcase your travel adventures on iOS. Think like sound tracking, but for travel, which I'm pretty into. Bento, which we've reviewed here, just updated their app to support iCloud for you early adopters out there. Bento strongly recommended that you download and launch this update before you update to iOS 5 and use iCloud. And finally, the latest version of Google Goggles now features the ability to automatically do an image search whenever you use your camera. Google's making it very clear, though, that this is an opt-in service. So don't freak out.
I can't remember the last time I've used Google Goggles.
Maybe, it's been a while.
It's been a while.
Getting rusty.
Yeah, all right. Send us some of your favorite new apps for both Android and iOS on Twitter, Facebook, and in the comments below.
Or you can email us at appjudgment@revision3.com so we can get social, just like this.
Thanks, guys, and hey, it's Annie. Apparently, the world still can't get enough zombies. Earlier, we tweeted out a link to Zombies Run, an Android app that helps you navigate your zombie-infested city. That sounds a little familiar.
I'm the sort of person that doesn't want to run unless something's chasing me, and you know what? There is an app for that, mofos. It's called Zombie Run, and it's a free location-based pseudo game by Peter Dolan. It works with your Android device's GPS to place zombies in the real world around you. Tell it where you're going, and it places hordes of the undead in your way.
And for iOS this week, we got Paper Zombies, a shooter and strategy mix that pits you against zombies made of paper. Though on Facebook, Corrado recommends Zombie Highway instead, where your main weapon is a car. It's more fun to play, he says, and I can definitely understand that. And is anyone else getting a little bit bored with zombies? I mean, don't get me wrong, I love zombies, but I'd like to see us branch out into other monsters. Like the Corrigan, an evil Celtic forest elf. Corrigan Highway, it's got a nice ring to it. Or the fearsome A.G. Campoi, fish-tailed goat of Etruscan legend. I'm thinking Paper E.G. Campoi. That sounds awesome. I may have spent a little too much time on the list of monsters wiki today. I blame you, Mauricio. It's your fault. No, but seriously, I'd really like to know what your favorite monster is. So you can tweet me at Annie Gauss or the show at AppJudgment on Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube. Leave us a comment. All right, back to apps. Isaiah wants to know, do you guys have a video of best apps for tablets? Zoom, if anything. Yes, we definitely do. You can check it out at revision3.com/appjudgment/honeycomb, and you can also find all our episodes there. Audible is the leading provider of downloadable digital audiobooks and spoken word entertainment. Audible has over 75,000 titles to choose from to be downloaded to your iPod/MP3 player and played back anywhere at any time. Choose from books in every genre: science fiction, history, drama, thrillers, you name it. While we're on zombies, you may want to check out Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, which are hilarious titles that basically just take Pride and Prejudice and turn them into zombies. Go to audiblepodcast.com/appjudgment and get a free download when you sign up today.
Just released a couple days ago, Burn the Rope Worlds is the sequel to the original flaming puzzle game, but this time bringing in 100 brand spanking new levels in 4 different themed worlds, hence the new name. You'll find yourself burning it up in the jungle, in a machine, I guess, in a fantasy, whatever that means, and of course, in space. The object of the game is to burn as many pieces of rope as you can and plays off of the iPhone's gyroscope. So once a flame starts, you gotta rotate that bad boy to make sure the flames will continue to grow in the right direction. You know, physics or whatever. But there's a twist. Actually, 2 twists. You can only burn rope from the ends, and colored ropes have to be burned with the same color flame. The different colors of flame can be made by burning little innocent buggies. The developers also added a new mini-game called Endless Burn. You get a spider-ish web of rope full of bugs, and you just gotta burn through as many of them as you can, choosing between 3 different difficulties. I really like utilizing gyroscopic features in my mobile gaming endeavors. They're always so super smooth and easy. I also like that you don't have to completely 100% burn down a level to pass it. You just have to make it at least 60 or so %. And then if you're feeling feisty, you can go back and redo the level as many times as your little heart desires until you get it perfect. Game features like this encourage you to challenge yourself and your scores, and it's a huge factor in deciding a game's replay value. And there's also a bunch of hidden little tricks per level that help you along the way, like electrified bugs that zap other nearby bugs to start even more fire. But there are a few things that I'm not so into, namely the sound effects. I'm sorry, but bugs shouldn't sound like people trying to sound like bugs. It's a little annoying. The flames do die out pretty quick, leaving little extra pieces of rope here and there. And if you don't start your flames strategically in the right spot, everything just gets effed. But I suppose that's the point of being able to redo it. So unless you're afraid of looking too awesome in public, or if you're colorblind, give it a download. It does what any solid mobile game should do. Give us something fun to do until something better comes along. So for just $1, you should go download it. And let me know what you think. Find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or email us at appjudgment@revision3.com. I'm Jackie Talbot, and we'll see you next time. I nailed it like a wiffle ball bat. Yes!